Honorable Chair of the session, Dr. Francisco Duke, Honorable Director General of WHO, Dr. Chan, Honorable dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Wish you very good morning and present greetings from India. Before I say anything about today's subject, just let me inform you that India is currently engaged in the electoral process of election of members of National Parliament, and that's why the entire political leadership is engaged with that, and the Honorable Health Minister has not been able to come to this because of that reason, though he has communicated his commitment to the cause and he has told me to assure on his behalf that India stands committed to the cause. India has the dubious distinction of being the highest TB burden country in the world with an estimated 1.96 million incident TB cases annually. Approximately 330,000 people die of tuberculosis every year in the country. The emergence of HIV and drug-resistant tuberculosis further threatens to complicate the tuberculosis situation in the country with an estimated 2.6 million Indians living with HIV/AIDS and about 1.2 million co-infected with HIV and TB. As per WHO estimates, about 130,000 MDR-TB cases, including 86,000 smear-positive cases, emerge annually in India. This appears to be an overestimate, as it also includes smear-negative and extrapulmonary TB cases, among whom the prevalence of MDR-TB has not been documented yet. The National TB Control Program, we call it Revised National TB Control Program, abbreviated as RNTCP, which will come again and again in the speech. Based on the recently conducted DRS studies undertaking in 170 million population in the country, estimates that there are about 50,000 detectable MDR cases in the country every year. XDR TB has been reported in the country, but the extent and magnitude of this problem is yet to be documented. Given the burden in the country, it is clear that global concern in addressing MDR-TB merits attention in India as well. The Government of India is firmly committed to control of tuberculosis, including MDR-TB. The RNTCP, based on the DOTS program and strategy, was launched in 1997 and expanded across the country in a phased manner, achieving nationwide coverage in March 2006. Covering over 1 billion population in the country. Till date, about 10 million patients have been initiated on TB treatment while consistently maintaining a treatment success rate of over 85% in the country. We have developed a response plan to combat the challenge of MDR-TB as well. The key focus of RNTCP is to prevent the emergence of drug resistance by providing quality DOTS diagnostic and treatment services, increasing the visibility and reach of the program, and promoting adherence to international standards of TB care by all healthcare providers. Indiscriminate and injudicious use of anti-TB drugs, especially outside the program, is a significant contributor to the emergence of drug-resistant TB. We have taken concrete steps to promote rational use of anti-TB drugs, including the development of a guidance document, popularly called the Chennai Consensus Statement, for healthcare providers on prevention and management of drug-resistant TB outside the program settings. The program, under the aegis of professional medical associations and Medical Council of India, is sensitizing and educating healthcare providers on judicious use of anti-TB drugs. The intervention of Drug Regulatory Authority of the country is being sought to strictly enforce sale of anti-TB drugs against valid prescription through a special directive. In case of non-adherence to this directive, the sale of anti-TB drugs can be discontinued from pharmacies by invoking a special clause under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act of India. Besides initiating and strengthening the measures for prevention of drug resistance, we have simultaneously initiated DOTS Plus services for the management of MDR-TB. These services, which are considered standard of care by RNTCP, commenced in 2007. Presently, they are available in 8 states of India, and about 400 patients have been placed on Category 4 treatment. Despite the modest beginning, we have an ambitious plan to rapidly scale up the DOTS Plus services in the country. It is envisioned that by 2010, the MDR-TB services will be introduced in all the states across the country. By 2012, it is aimed to extend these services to all smear-positive retreatment cases and new cases who have failed treatment, and by 2015, these services will be available to all smear-positive cases registered under the RNTCP. It is intended to treat at least 30,000 MDR cases annually by the end of 2012. We are faced with various challenges in achieving our goals. Primarily, the limiting factor is inadequate laboratory capacity for the diagnosis of MDR-TB. In order to overcome this challenge, we have put in place a comprehensive laboratory scale-up plan under which a network of 43 quality-assured labs will be established, supported by identified existing labs in the public and private sector. This network will be able to perform at least 220,000 cultures and DSTs essential for diagnosing 30,000 MDR patients annually by the end of 2012. This will be a major leap for the program, which presently only has 10 accredited laboratories providing culture and DST services. The augmentation of the lab capacity will entail availability of adequate physical space and trained manpower, including microbiologists and lab technicians devoted to lab diagnosis of MDR-TB. We are also envisioning that we will be transitioning from solid media-based platform to newer high-throughput technologies like LPA and liquid culture that will allow for processing of much larger number of specimens in a cost-effective and timely manner. We are presently evaluating these newer rapid diagnostics in collaboration with FIND. Secondly, the treatment of MDR cases itself remains a challenge considering the prohibitive cost of second-line drugs, costing more than $1,700 per course in India. The long-run treatment, which lasts about 24 to 27 months, including 6 months of injectables, limited availability of specialized manpower with indoor facilities, and a multidisciplinary team of doctors for initiating and monitoring treatment and managing adverse reactions. This is besides the limited availability of resources required for ensuring DOT training, supervision, and monitoring at all levels. The budgetary requirement for this unprecedented scale in India is estimated to be about $360 million over the next 5 years. We are committed to providing in our national budget to invest in lab strengthening, ensuring adequate human resources, and covering part of the total drug costs and requiring costs for basic services, including solid media culture. Additional funds to meet the gap will be sourced from UNITAID, Global Fund, and USAID. I would conclude by reiterating that India is committed to controlling the menace of tuberculosis, including MDR and XDR-TB, and would spare no efforts in this regard. RNTCP is also working hand in hand with National AIDS Control Organization in addressing the complex issue of HIV-TB co-infection through well-established collaborative activities between NACO and RNTCP. We have just embarked on this journey, but we are confident that we'll be able to overcome all challenges and successfully accomplish our goals as planned. Thank you very much for your kind attention.